Welcome back. Here is an interesting problem. Absolute value of 2/3 x minus 4 plus 11 equals 3. So let's go over this problem. This is example 2.71. Question is to solve absolute value of the fraction 2/3 x minus 4 plus 11 equals 3. You see, okay, there's some double writing here going on. Okay, so let's go to the standard procedure. To solve for x, we want to isolate the absolute value. So I will subtract 11 from both sides. When I subtract 11 from both sides, lo and behold, what happens? From the left, only this survives. Absolute value of an expression survives. On the right, it is -8. Notice, absolute value of anything is greater or equals 0. It cannot be -8. So, absolute value cannot be a negative number. So what does that mean? The question is not correct. What does that mean? There is no solution. That is the answer. Okay, let's try a few more. Exercise 2.141. Okay, question is to solve absolute value of 3/4 x minus 5 plus 9 equals 4. Well, again, we want to solve for x, so we want to isolate the absolute value. In other words, you want to subtract 9 from both sides. Plus 9 cancels minus 9, so I'm left with absolute value of the expression 3/4 x minus 5 equals 4 minus 9 is -5. Absolute value cannot be negative. You see, on the right hand side you have a negative number. Left hand side is absolute value of an expression. Well, what does this mean? There is no solution. All right, let's try one more. Exercise 2.142. Absolute value of the fraction 5/6 x plus 3 plus 8 equals 6. Again, to solve for x, we want to isolate the absolute value. So, subtract 8 from both sides. That gives me this expression plus 8 minus 8, they cancel each other, equals -2. Notice, absolute value of anything cannot be negative number. So absolute value cannot be a negative number. So there is no solution. That's it. Let's try something different now. Equations with two absolute values. For any algebraic expressions u and v, if absolute value u equals absolute value v, then u equals -v or u equals v. For example, so let's look at example 2.72. Okay, Question is to solve absolute value 5x minus 1 equals absolute value 2x plus 3. So this is the question you want to solve. Okay. So notice